Hi, welcome back to RBN. You might be wondering why I'm sitting here and not over there. Well, let's just say the senioritis is really kicking in for all of us. Senior night was Saturday. Some boys basketball action. Here's some pictures of it. I don't know what else. That's pretty much all for announcements. So now off to Kaiser to talk about the old high school with some people who went there. There you go.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Wheeler. So, what are your emotions when it comes to the tearing down of the old Piketon High School?
I thought I was ready for it. I was content with it happening. Finally, when it started to come down throughout the week and you all were doing your updates on it, I thought, you know, I'm ready for this, I can do this. And then yesterday, it got down to the last third of the building, and the first floor, one of the last classrooms that's intact was actually my mom's room. So when I stopped there yesterday, I kind of took in at that last opportunity to see this classroom standing one more time. So that was my mom's room, and I grew up coming to that room from Jasper to here. So at first I was cool with it. I still am. I completely understand why they needed to tear it down. It was a necessary demolition, but yeah, you get down to that last classroom and it just has a special place in my heart, so.
Yeah. All right, so do you have any good memories that you'd like to share of the old high school?
My mom would be late in the hours doing grading, so grading papers, getting all the grading caught up, and I would actually run the hallways while she was doing grading, so no one was really there except custodians and stuff, so they kind of knew me for running around and being ornery around the school because I was a kid. But my best memory was just being able to pop in and see all of these faces, many of which are no longer with us. Some of these great teachers that were in that building at that time when I was really little. And I think of Bev Murphy, I think of Mr. Anderson. These were awesome people in our community. Of course, my mom, I mean, I was in her classroom and she was probably happy for me to go and see all these other teachers, but I would pop in and just say hi, and they were always just so welcoming. So my best memory was getting to see all of them and just the character in each classroom. I mean, each classroom was very specific to that teacher, as it is here, but there was a lot more character in that building at times that I can still see how those teachers made it more about themselves in that classroom. Each environment was to its own. So that was my greatest memory. I could go classroom to classroom and it was like you were going into just a different peaceful space each time you get to do that. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
Who would you say your favorite teacher was for those that knew the teachers?
Well, my mom, because I actually did have my mom
as
a school teacher, so I gotta say that, of course. But no, she was a great teacher. She was a history teacher for 35 years in our district, so she inspired me to become a school teacher as well. So that has to be my favorite teacher, of course, simply because of the impact she had on my life from a personal standpoint. As far as favorite teacher outside of the default being my mom, I always respected Mr. Klinker. I loved his demeanor in classroom, how he would just express his love for history as well. So I had a love for history. I loved all my history teachers, especially Mr. Klinker, because he had that storytelling strength in all of his teaching that he could put you there and make you feel like you were there and give you all these subtle details to make you feel like you were in those moments. So I always appreciated that and had great value in his American history classes in junior high. So.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on the tearing down of the old Piketon High School?
Tear it down.
Tear it down?
Yeah, my only regret is that I didn't get to chuck a golf ball through my old classroom window. I thought about it, but I didn't think that maybe I could get the golf ball that far, so I never actually got to do that. And then I drove by just yesterday, and guess what? My old classroom, gone.
Not there anymore.
It's history.
How does that make you feel?
I'm okay with it. It was falling apart. It was time for it to go.
Lots of asbestos and things like that.
Yeah.
It's history.
I went to Waverly High School, and it got torn down years ago. It was time for it to go.
Yeah. There's a time and a place for everything to move on.
You know what? Good memories. Good memories.
Do you have any specific memories?
Yeah, a bird flew in my classroom once. Windows were open, bird flew right in there. So you know what happened?
What?
Taught us some history.
Did it tweet about it?
Yeah. And then the bird tweeted about it. I gotta go.
That's incredible. Thank you.
That was good. I like that right there.
Now I'm here with Jay Will. Jay Will, what are your personal thoughts on the old high school being torn down?
Well, I went to the old high school for 3.5 years when I was in school, and it's a little bit sad to see it tore down. That building had a lot of character, and it was kind of the highlight of the village, so it won't be the same without it.
Okay, that's good. What are some like good memories that you had?
Good memories that I have was the time that we were practicing baseball my freshman year in that gym over at the old high school, and people were standing all around and they threw to the wrong person, and I got drilled in the chest by a baseball. I remember that. That was fun.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, also the very first dance I ever went to was the homecoming over there in the auditorium gymnasium, so a lot of memories.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. And then one last question. Who was your favorite teacher?
Oh, well, I liked all my teachers.
All of them equally?
Equally. All equally.
So how like a mother loves her children equally?
Exactly. Loved them
But that
all.
can't be true, right? There has to be one.
I loved them all, but I will say, in the old, you're wanting like old high school specific, right?
Yes.
Well, I will tell you, anybody went to that old high school, there were some characters as far as teachers were concerned. But if we're thinking about the old high school, I'm going to have to just give a nod, since I teach history, to Mr. Dave Stockham, who brought the fire every day in his classroom and taught us a lot about America.
That's incredible. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Anyway, off to Bailey to go into her house and then look at the destruction of the old high school.
Hi, welcome to my house. As you can see, they are tearing down the old high school from here, and you can see really good shots of it. Look at them go. I don't know what else to say.
Just be like, as you can see, they've made a lot more progress since the last time
They've made a lot of progress. As you can see from the last time we were here, they got most of the middle torn down, and they're working on the front of it. This high school hasn't been used in I don't know how long, however long. 2002. What? 2000? I don't know. 2002, and it's been since forth used as musical and basketball.
Do you think my phone will break if I threw it off here?
Yeah.
I think it could probably make it. Why do you want to?
Honestly, if it landed
It's a
in the
droid.
grass, if it landed in the grass.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow our TikTok and subscribe here on YouTube. See ya. Why are you still recording, bro?
Kaiser. Stop recording. Kaiser, you make it awkward.
That's the entire point.